live. Some birthday. Hi, Mike. Hope you're still here, Mike. Hopefully brought some birthday cake to celebrate and have it. I don't have birthday cake here, Mike, because I am allergic to dairy and I haven't got any cooked. So, like, I haven't got any birthday cake. I have got a tennis ball, but not a birthday cake. And I have got light up ears, but not a birthday cake. And I've got my Disneyland Paris Spirit jersey on, but I've not got a birthday cake. But yay! Happy birthday, Disneyland Paris! Don't forget to say hi when you join the chat. Let me know you're here. And hit that like button. Hi, Mike! I'm glad you brought the cake, Mike. I'm so glad somebody brought the cake. Just make sure that as more people join, like you're handing it out. Can't believe Disneyland Paris is like 29 years old. And I remember opening day. I remember sitting and watching it live on TV. And I remember saying to my mum and my dad, I want to go to Disney. That was the day they knew my dream of having a pony was gone. It was all Disney. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Mike. I'm really glad you're here. No, exactly. I don't have any cake. I need to get dairy-free cake when I get a cake. And although I will tell the truth, I don't always stick to the rules, which does make me very sick sometimes. But yeah, I didn't make a cake because I just didn't have the right ingredients. So the dreaded days of Euro Disney. I actually still have, Mike. A little while ago, they released the original Euro Disney merchandise again. So I actually have the red, old school Euro Disney sweatshirt. So I actually have a Euro Disney sweatshirt. Hi, Rob. Oh. But yeah, so Disneyland Paris is officially 29 years old, which means we're 1 year off of the big 30th anniversary. And it also means we've only got this year, if they can get Stars on Parade going again this year, we've only got 1 more year with it, which I am really upset about because that's the best Disney parade I've ever seen. And it's going. Good news though, we're getting a nighttime parade. Woo! We're getting a parade that's nighttime ready. Don't know what that means, but yeah, we're getting a nighttime parade. We're getting a nighttime parade. Probably a Newcastle show. I hope a Newcastle show. What I hope is that they go back to Disney Dreams, because that castle show was insane. It was a mixture of like Wishes and Fantasmic, and it's what ultimately inspired Happily Ever After, because Steve Davis knew when he saw what became of, when he was making Disney Dreams, that's when he thought we need to redo Disney World. So yeah, that was when they stopped Dreams, it was like, oh, they've fixed something that wasn't broken. I know I've got other people coming in. I know Jodie's going to be in a little bit. I know Miriam's going to make it here today. So yeah, today's just like a general chit chat. Drop any comment in the comments. Drop any questions, anything you want to talk about. We'll talk about it. Like I said, Disneyland Paris is. I hate when they try to fix things when they're not. Exactly, Mike. Disney Dreams was the Dr. Facilier segment in particular was absolutely insane. I mean, Disney Dreams, this show felt like you were moving. It felt like the castle was flying through the sky and like you were going with it. And the projection on it was so ridiculously insane. It was on a level that had never really been seen before. And like the Aladdin segment, the castle would flip, or the projection would make it look like the castle was flipping. and it was just insane. And I remember having to get there about 2.5 to 3 hours before, just to get a decent spot for it. And I remember we'd get our spot, and I'd go off to Casey's while my mum sat with Jay, because Jay was only 3. It was coming up to his 4th birthday when we went for the 20th anniversary, so he was only 3 at the time. So mum would stay with Jay. Jay became the pre-show entertainment in the Central Plaza. He put on a breakdancing show in the middle of Central Plaza. Yeah, that has great audio soundtracks from the parks and Disney Dreams. Disney Dreams soundtrack is insane. It's amazing, and it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. But yeah, the Disney Dreams Dr. Facilier segment was just wonderful. And I have to say, like I was saying, Jay used to be the entertainment, the pre-show entertainment. JJ would get up out of his stroller and he'd start running around in circles in the middle of the Central Plaza. The year before, they'd had this huge stage on the Central Plaza, so you couldn't go into the Central Plaza. But for the 20th anniversary, they'd taken away that stage, so it was just an open space. And I think they have the opening ceremonies of you. Sure that I think I know which channel you're on about, Mike. I think I know which channel you're on about. The opening ceremonies were I watched them live on TV. I loved them. That was when my parents knew I was going to have to go to Disney. Yeah, Jay with that open space in Central Plaza, waiting for Disney Dreams, and he just starts breakdancing in the middle of Central Plaza. I get back from Casey's, and my son is trying to do neck spins. My 3-year-old son is trying to do neck spins and stuff, and everyone's loving it. I thought, right, okay, well, that's the pre-show entertainment. But of course, to do the castle shows at Disneyland Paris, they have to close off Fantasyland a good couple of hours or so before the show. Hi, Miriam. Aussie, shush. Aussie. Quiet. He's been naughty today. Aussie's been really naughty. I let him out to play, and he went underneath a few of the show's trucks, and we don't know which truck it was that did this to him, but he came out, literally he looked like Scar from The Lion King. He had this huge sort of monobrow, and all down here a thick black oil, and he had it all up his legs, all along his stomach and around his mouth, so goodness knows where he'd been. So he had to go straight in the shower, and I shampooed him 4 times, and he still didn't come off clean. So he's not impressed. He's going to the Groomers on Sunday, so they're gonna have a whale of a time there. He's going to be completely black, like the water is just going to be completely black. Aussie does sing, actually. He does sing. I'll see if I can get him to do it. Sit. Oh, good girl. Who's this? Would you like to go on Wookiees? Try it again. Sit. Oh, good girl. Who's this? Would you like to go on Wookiees? So I don't know if any of you guys know, but Tails.com did a song called Raise the Woof, and it was a song aimed at dogs, and the words were just phrases that dogs know, but just the music was also aimed at dogs, and Aussie loves it. So yeah, so the sit, oh good girl, who's this, would you like to go on Wookiees? And then there's squirrel, and treat and stuff like that in this song, and he loves it. Is that your favourite song? Where's Diesel? Where's JJ and Diesel? Yeah. Thanks for that, Mike. I'll have to look it up. You can come and sit on that. You are a nightmare dog. No, don't do that. No. No. He's got, look at the camera. Look at the camera, just here. Very faint, but it's still there. Like, I can see it better. And all along this side here, he's still got the oil. So, go on. Oh, not to the blind, Aussie. I'm not opening the blind. He's a very vocal dog. Very vocal dog. Doesn't like the director of our show. He every time the director of the show comes over to my caravan, Aussie goes off on one. So yeah, Disney Dreams has gone. I'm really hoping, I know it won't happen, but I hope it makes a comeback. It tends to make a comeback on annual pass nights. Like the last annual pass night that we had, it made a comeback, but because the weather was so bad, they didn't do the pyros or the fireworks. So it was just the projections, which is nowhere near as good. So, you know, every so often, Dreams does make a comeback. So, you know, I'm going to keep my eye out, although I do have it on good authority that there's not going to be any more annual pass nights because of the chaos of getting normal guests out of the park. They have a hard time. Hi, another Disney podcast. Welcome onto the stream. But yeah, they do have a hard enough time getting normal guests out of the park as it is, let alone on an annual pass night. Like there are like people will hide in changing rooms and people will hide in the toilets and people will hide actually in clothes rails. Like they will hide in the displays. They will hide everywhere to try and get away with staying in the park overnight. So to making sure that everybody is out for the annual pass nights is just chaos. And they have to put so many extra cast members in, and from what I've heard, they were making a loss on the cast member nights, on the annual pass nights, because of these people that won't leave the parks. So I don't know. We'll wait and see if they make a comeback. I hope they do, because I really want Dreams to come back. And if the only way for it to come back is an annual pass night, then fingers crossed we'll get one. Maybe it'll come back when we have Disneyland Pride, because we have Disneyland Pride. We have Pride events at Disneyland Paris. The first one was 2019. The second one was due to be last year, then it was due to be this year, now it's due to be next year. Which is really sad, because at last year's one, we were due to have Mika perform, which would have been really good. We have Electroland. It's another one. I can't remember what it's called. We have loads. We've had like one event called Disney Fan Days, and that was really good. So I hope that makes a comeback. But yeah. It would have been so good. Like, do you have to pay extra for those AP nights? Yes, you do. I was supposed to go to the last one. I'd paid I think it was 45 euros. Is it 45 euros? Might have been more, I don't know, it was probably more than that, but was it 45 euros? I can't remember. 45 euros, surely that's not enough. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and have a look at have a look at how much it cost. But yeah, you do have to pay extra. Yes, I was talking about the guy that sings Grace Kelly, Mike. He was due to perform at Disneyland Pride. Disneyland Paris Pride. He was due to perform there in 2020, and he has agreed that he will do it when it makes a comeback. So fingers crossed it'll come back next year and we'll have Mika. But yeah, Miriam, you do have to pay extra. I can't remember how much. 45 came to my head then. I think it was more than I should have. It's got to have been more than that. I don't know why 45 came to my head, but it's got to have been more than 45. But yeah, it's a hard ticketed event, and they sell to the park capacity, and they all sell out always. So it's, I think the park very barely reaches capacity on a normal night, yet on an annual pass night it will reach capacity. So just think the sheer amount of people, and I was supposed to go to that last one, but the trains in France were on strike, and Eurostar wasn't on strike, but the trains in France were on strike. So like I could get there because I was on a direct train going to Disneyland, but to get back I had to take a connecting train in order to be back in time for when I needed to be back. And yeah, it just wasn't to be because my connecting train was cancelled because of the strikes. Therefore Eurostar cancelled my train. Therefore I got a refund, and that was that. I couldn't go to the annual pass night. However, a very nice friend of mine that works there did save me some goodies from it. I'm curious why Disneyland Paris didn't adopt Walt Disney World's after hours event strategy. They always had people wear a wristband, and if you didn't have that wristband you couldn't get it. They tried it. They did try it. It didn't work very well in Disneyland Paris at all. It was just chaos. It was beyond chaos. And try having people argue with you in up to goodness knows how many languages. Hi, welcome in. Bonsoir. It's yeah, they did try another Disney podcast, but it was like I said, it was just too chaotic. It doesn't work. That's the unfortunate thing. Like, what works for one place isn't necessarily going to work at the other place. So yeah, there's like, when you think about it, there's people speaking French, Italian, English, Spanish, German, Dutch. There's all sorts there. You can't police it. It's just one of those things. You have to empty the park before you can let the event people in. The event people can go in, but they have to come out before they can go back in, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, they it didn't work. But hey ho, I mean, we might get annual pass nights back. That'd be nice. We're getting, like I said, we're getting a new parade. We're getting something. We're getting a night parade. I'm not sure what else is going on for the 30th. I'm curious to know what sort of like the colour scheme and that is going to be like, because the 20th anniversary was very purple, and the 25th was very blue. I'm very curious as to what the 30th will be. I should imagine it'll be something like red. that there was an April Fool's picture of the castle being painted red and gold. I actually do think that could end up being the colour scheme of the 30th anniversary. Like, the castle won't be red and gold, but I do have a feeling that the colour scheme for the 30th will be red and gold. I don't know. I'm interested to see. Okay, Mike. Like, I'm interested to see what colour scheme we could have. But yeah, it's interesting. It's a shame that we can't be there this year for its birthday. Would have been nice. Yes, I would have been there. I would have been there now if it was open. Yes, I would have been there. I was booked to be there now. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, next year I will be there. I can't guarantee, but I will do my best, and fingers crossed I'll be there. So yeah, when I look back, I've missed, because of COVID, I've missed April, May, August. I've now missed 9 trips because of COVID. So yeah, it's it'll be nice to get back. That's actually a good idea, that the red and gold was a hint for next year. You could be exactly. I mean, that picture that circulated actually looked really good, and it looked really convincing, and I liked the castle in those colours. They won't do the castle in those colours, of course, because it was an April Fool's Day, but I think red and gold, I think they might just go with that for the 30th. I think we could be looking at on the 20th, they had the purple carpet going all the way down Main Street. I think we could be looking at a red and gold carpet going all the way down Main Street, which would just be fantastic. Wonder where Jodie's got to. She's supposed to be in here. So I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see if there'll be a big deal out of the opening day attractions, because of course we've got some great attractions that are still there from opening day. Is it possible that the electrical parade will be back? What they have said, and they said this last year when they announced plans for the 30th, there will be a new parade and it will be nighttime ready. Now, our current parade, Stars on Parade, is nighttime ready, as we've seen, because in the winter it goes in the dark. But I think what they mean is we're going to have a daytime parade and a nighttime parade. Because if you think about it, when Dreams first came about in the summer, because in the summer they can't run the castle show until it gets dark enough, and that means in the summer that they have to wait until like 11:30 at night, sometimes midnight, for it to be dark enough. And I have a feeling that they'll do what they did back then, because when Dreams was on at 11:30 midnight, they had Fantalusion go on. It wasn't pitch black, like the sun had just set, so it was like twilight, so it wasn't completely dark. It was dark enough to run Fantalusion, but it wasn't dark enough to run Dreams. So I have a feeling that we'll have a daytime parade, we'll have a nighttime parade, and we will have the castle show. My other theory it's because they said we're getting a new parade that is nighttime ready. The other thing that we could have is we could be keeping Stars on Parade in some way, and that could be the daytime parade, because this is one of the most successful parades, if not the most successful parade that Disneyland Paris has ever had. And that could be the daytime parade, which means in the winter they can move that to earlier in the day, and then the new parade will just be a nighttime parade. I really don't know, but all I know is we are getting some sort of nighttime parade. It could be Paint the Night. It could be the electrical parade. It could be Fantalusion. Don't know. It's going to be something. It's going to be something. Because I don't know if you've seen Stars on Parade at night. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. But I think we do need a proper electrical parade, and I have a feeling we'll be getting one back. Yeah. Just from what I've heard them saying, I think we'll be getting one back. So, I mean, what I would like to see, I don't think this will ever happen for us. Oh, I haven't seen Stars on Parade at night time. I've got a video on my channel somewhere, Miriam. I've got a video of it on my channel somewhere. I've actually got the nighttime version on. I say nighttime version. It was only 5 p.m. Because it always goes at 5 p.m. It's like Disney World. They have Festival of Fantasy, which is the 3 p.m. parade, whereas Stars on Parade is the 5 p.m. parade. Pardon me. Which means in darkest November, December, January, it's dark. So what I did for filming that one is I actually purposely sat down at the other end. They were in the middle of putting the Christmas decorations up, so you can't see down Main Street or anything. You can't see along Main Street because of the fence that's surrounding the Christmas trees there. But I purposely sat sort of right down there so that we could see it in the dark. And I knew that Maleficent would stop breathing fire around that town square bit. Maleficent stops breathing fire around there because it's all tight turns, and because of what happened at Magic Kingdom in 2018, was it? 2000. Because of what happened to Maleficent in Magic Kingdom in 2018. They stopped Maleficent at Disneyland Paris from breathing fire when she got to town square. So I thought, right, I want to sit where I can see the last of her breathing fire. So I did, and I managed to catch it. It's not as dark as it could have been because it was filmed in November, but it is the nighttime version of it. And the lights on the floats are just beautiful, absolutely stunning. But yeah, I think we'll be getting a complete nighttime parade. I really do. Another thing I'm hoping that we'll be getting is some form of I've forgotten. That's a point. When it opens back up, the character train is coming back. It's coming back in its Cheshire Cat form. So the character train is coming back. That's when the park reopens. I'm hoping for next year that there'll be some form of tribute to the things that we lost over the course of COVID. That we lost the Jungle Book Jive. We lost Moses Action Stunt Show. We lost... I don't know if we've lost Mickey and the Magician or not. What we lost... it'd be nice to see the Frozen season have a proper send-off, even though there wasn't much to it. it would be nice if we could have a proper send-off for the Lion King festival and the Star Wars in particular. The Star Wars festival, that was heartbreaking. I was there on the very last night that they showed it, and I knew what was going on. The people around me knew what was going on. The other guests had no idea. They didn't know why it was running half an hour late with no reasoning and no announcement, but we knew. And that was just, that was so sad. I'm hoping when it opens again. Okay, someone is still working. Like, one of the other people on the show was bought a new lorry, a new truck, and I just heard him working on it, and it's like 9:30. But yeah, I've lost my train of thought. The castle, I can't wait to see the castle when it's redone. I think that's going to look so amazing. I don't know if you've seen that there are pictures of them working on it in the workshop. There's pictures of the new turrets being made. They're going to look absolutely stunning. And the actual tiling on the roof is not fake, it's real slate. They haven't gone halves, it's real slate. All the detailing on it is real. Like when you see it close up like that, it's even more beautiful, and it makes me appreciate our park even more. I can't believe it's 29 years old. I want to talk about so much, but I can't get the words out. Like, I'm going to go through like opening day attractions were the Swiss Family Treehouse. I'm saying their English names. I'm sorry, guys. I'm saying their English names because my audience is primarily English. Like English speaking anyway, not English, but my audience is primarily English speaking. So Swiss Family Treehouse, Pirates of the Caribbean, Big Thunder Mountain, Phantom Manor, Snow White's Scary Adventure, which in Disneyland is Blanche-Neige et la Sept Nonces, Pinocchio, the Pinocchio Ride, Dumbo, Peter Pan, The Labyrinth, Alice's Curious Labyrinth. Hi, Rob. Mad Tea Party, Small World, Orbitron, Autopia, Timekeeper. The Timekeeper was an opening day attraction way back on April the 12th in 1992. That was before the one in Orlando. I can speak French, Rob, but I just get like really self-conscious. But when I'm over there, I don't know if you've heard in my videos, Rob, if you watch the Buzz Lightyear one in particular, you'll actually hear me speaking in French to the host. That's like the on-road host. You'll actually hear me speaking in French to him. And like, yeah. I like ordering my food in French when I'm over there. I miss the Timekeeper so much, and our Timekeeper was called Le Visionarium. You heard it. I do speak really, really good French, which is why I ended up working over there. But I'm not crying, Rob. But yeah, I speak really good French, and I get self-conscious when I'm in this country speaking French. But when I'm over there, I'm off, and there's no stopping me. Like, I ordered a churro. When I ordered this churro, I thought I was just going to get one churro, and it was like this bag of churros. It was amazing. I ordered a churro and a lemonade in French, and my son had forgotten his French by this point, and he was just sort of looking at me like, "What did you order me?" I was like, "It's really easy." I was like, "It's just je peux avoir un churro?" And I, oh, see, I get self-conscious in this country. Je peux avoir un churro et un citronnade, s'il vous plaît. Yeah. Je peux avoir mon yogurt, s'il vous plaît, avec Coca-Cola. Aussie, what are you doing? But yeah, the Visionarium was an opening day attraction. Nine Eye is still there. Thank you, Miriam. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, I get self-conscious speaking French in this country. When I'm over there and I'm surrounded by other people that speak French, I've got no problem whatsoever. Like, and if I get stuck, I just say je suis désolé, mon français n'est pas si bon, and they realise. Aussie is a bad boy, Rob. I showed him off earlier and he was not happy about it. I'll do it again. Look at it. Turn your face that way. Turn your face that way. Look at that. Look at that. Oil. It doesn't show because the light's shining on you. If I do this, it might show. No, it's still not going to show. You stink of wet dog. Can't believe he rolled around under the trucks. Still don't know which truck it was that he did it under. But my bathroom is black. Just completely black. And it was brilliant because our ringmaster was actually outside the caravan with the hose pipe, because obviously where I'm in a caravan I've got an external water tank, so he was outside the caravan with the hose pipe, and he had the hose pipe running into my water tank just continuously, and he was watching for the obvious sign of, like, he was waiting for me to say that I'd finished, and so that the tank wouldn't overflow so that he could stop it. And he said all you could see was just this black coming out. It looked disgusting. It was like, it was just this black gunk coming out. I thought, oh no. 4 times I had to shampoo him. 4 times, and he's still. But I'm going to go back to Disneyland Paris. Le Visionarium was, Jules Verne, he spoke French. He spoke his native language. Most of the timekeeper in Disneyland Paris was in French. The only part that was in English was actually I can't remember the guy's name. I really should remember the guy's name. The one that's with Jules Verne. But yeah, he was the only one that he was the only one that spoke English on Le Visionarium. Nine Eye is still in the attraction that replaced Le Visionarium. Rob, do not give this away. That's the one, Sigmund. Do not give away this. Does anyone other than Rob know which attraction replaced Le Visionarium? The timekeeper. Does anyone know which attraction replaced it? Anyone? Everyone's gone quiet. Oh, I'm not going to say. I'm really not going to say. Everyone has to guess. I'm going to go on to the only other opening day attraction. Yeah. The only other opening day attraction, which is also now gone, was Buffalo Bill's Wild West stunt show. The Buffalo Bill's Wild West Stunt Show was a dinner show. The food, in my opinion, was inedible. Michael Jackson, no, it wasn't. It was not Captain EO. It was not Captain EO at all. Funny thing, Honey, I Shrunk the Audience was actually in that theatre before Captain EO. Captain EO only made like a brief appearance there. No, the attraction that replaced Timekeeper was Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. True story. Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast in Disneyland Paris opened its doors in 2006. I thought it was earlier than that, but it wasn't. It was 2006. Because I was thinking I could have sworn I went on Buzz Lightyear when I went for my 18th birthday, but no, I didn't. I remember going in the French Timekeeper. I remember going in the Visionarium. But I could have sworn I went on Buzz Lightyear as well, but I didn't. I went on Buzz Lightyear when it opened. So, and the when Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast first opened, like the animatronic for Buzz was like proper full-on animatronic. Like the face was animatronic as well. It wasn't a screen, so it didn't blank out, which I like that they've got these screens as faces, like they've got the digital faces, but when that Buzz does not work in the Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast, it is freaky. But yeah, and the only other opening day attraction was Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, and that's gone now as well. I'm quite happy for that one to be gone. I would have liked for the Visionarium to stay, but what do you mean by that, Rob? Totally freaky. But yeah, it's the Visionarium's gone. And another fun fact about opening day, they were still in the middle of, like, they knew they were going to be getting when Buzz loses his eyes. Yes, that is, sorry, I forgot what I just said then. Yes, when Buzz loses his eyes, it's awful. It's when he loses his entire face. And he's just got a blank look like that. And I was like, it's just scary. When any of those animatronics that have got the screens, the digital faces, whenever they break, it's so freaky. It works for Phantom Manor when the busts break, but not for any of the other attractions. But I wish the Visionarium could still be there. Autopia was an opening day attraction. That's still going strong. Goodness knows why that gets up to 40 to 50 minute wait. Just driving a car around a track, for crying out loud. I mean, not even doing a good job of it, because if you move the steering wheel, you just go bump, bump, bump. Unless you're me and you're in the car behind my brother, and then you just ram into my brother over and over and over. You get told off by your mum. But it's like your Sleepy Hollow edition. It is. He's like, oh my god, it's so scary. I've got a list of opening day attractions in front of me here. Pirates of the Caribbean, that was an opening day attraction. Oh, okay, Rob. Pirates of the Caribbean, that was an opening day attraction. Dumbo, Pinocchio, Alice's Labyrinth, It's a Small World. I don't like that ride. I don't know what it is. I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. Like, when I'm on it, I hate it, and then I get to the white room at the end, and I'm like, oh, it's pretty. But the rest of it, I'm just like, get me off. And that story on creepypasta does not help. Peter Pan was an opening day attraction. Yeah, we had so many good opening day attractions, and I can't believe it's 29 years old. I really can't believe it's 29 years old. Like, and I've missed 9 trips. Like, I should be there right now. I should be there, and I should have in November that's just gone. I should have stayed in the Hotel New York out of Marvel. I should have stayed there by now. This trip around, I was staying in Newport Bay, which is now being used as a vaccine centre, as far as I'm aware. That's what I was going to speak about. So Disney, back when it opened, Disney knew they were eventually going to be getting a Space Mountain, but as far as they were aware, it was as far as the Imagineers working on Disneyland Paris were aware, it was going to be called Discovery Mountain to go with Discovery Land. So if you look where the Nautilus is, you'll see like the railings around the water where the Nautilus is, and if you look, it says DM. That doesn't stand for direct message, that stands for Discovery Mountain, because that was what Space Mountain was going to be called. They only renamed it Space Mountain. I can't remember why, but it was really late into the project that they renamed it Space Mountain, to fit with the American ones. And believe it or not, like, we know that it's now Hyperspace Mountain. We know it's inverted. It's got 3 inversions, one of which is a 360 loop. But it was not the first inverted Disney roller coaster. The first inverted Disney roller coaster was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril, which did a backwards stint. And I'm not gonna lie, when I did it backwards, a little bit of pee might have come out, and a little bit of poop. It was very scary. So yeah, Indiana Jones was the first upside downy roller coaster in Disney's history, of any Disney park. So many milestones. They've hit so many milestones in this park, like, and it's just gone from strength to strength. I have to point out the 5-year anniversary. Everybody thought Castle Cake in Magic Kingdom was bad. That had nothing on Topsy Turvy Cake, like, or Jester Cake, whatever you want to call it. It was the year that Hunchback of Notre Dame came out, or the year after the Hunchback of Notre Dame came out, and they basically had, like, in Hunchback of Notre Dame, you had the Festival of Fools. They basically had that going on, and the entire castle was decked out in Topsy-Turvy Day stuff, and it was all jesters, and it had, like, instead of the turrets, it had jester hats, and a great big like shield that said 5, and that was the worst. Give me Castle Cake over Jester Cake give me Castle Cake or Cake Castle over Jester Castle any day. Like, I just Topsy Turvy Castle, Jester Castle, no. That was all wrong. That was only the year after they did Castle Cake as well over in America. So I have a feeling that they looked at Castle Cake in America and went, oh yeah, it'd be a good idea to do our castle like that. And it wasn't good. It was not good. I'll tell you what I'm hoping we'll get in the future. So you know how, like, we got the original Toy Story Land. Ours was Toy Story Playland. I know this isn't the Disneyland park, and it's the Disneyland park that's turned 29. But I'm really hoping that we get our own Midway Mania. Oh, that would be amazing. That'd be so cool. So Disneyland Paris does have some room for extension. We know there's going to be a third park, but the main park has a bit of room for extension. So we've reached 29 years. What would I hope to be seeing for years to come? Not country bears. I don't think that would work in France at all, because it would have to go in Frontierland, and as we know, Frontierland in Disneyland Paris is very, very themed to the story of Melanie Ravenswood. Pardon me. I love Melanie. I love her so much. I'll tell you what I'd like for the 30th anniversary. I would like Melanie Ravenswood coronated as a Disney princess, because she is. I would like to see her crowned as an official Disney princess. That's my wish for the 30th anniversary. I don't think it'll happen, but that's my wish. I want to see Melanie Ravenswood of Phantom Manor fame crowned as an official Disney princess, because I think she deserves it. And I would also like to see a Phantom Manor movie. Although, if you ask me, the Haunted Mansion movie was very much inspired by Phantom Manor. I got serious feels. Yeah, it does, Miriam. I actually, Winnie the Pooh, that would be I would love to see a Winnie the Pooh ride come to Paris. I would really like that. I think where Casey Jr. and Le Pays de Conte de Fées is, I would very much like to see. I would like to see them extend that little area. So I know they can. I would like to see them extend it just a little bit. Maybe have like a Winnie the Pooh ride in there. We've got Mr. Toad's restaurant, so maybe a Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I don't know, but that wouldn't be relevant anymore, would it? So maybe. What other rides could we have? The Little Mermaid. Oh no, that's what we need. We need a proper Ariel's Grotto. We need Ariel's Grotto. Proper Ariel's Grotto, but it would have to be an indoor thing, because obviously the weather. Somebody told me they want Disneyland Paris to have a splash mountain. No, because for 8 months of the year it would just be hypothermia mountain. It wouldn't work. It's ridiculous. Although in Paris those attractions don't seem to attract a lot of people. No, that's very true, Miriam. They don't. I think Winnie the Pooh might. I think Winnie the Pooh, if they were to put a Winnie the Pooh ride, something to do with Stitch. Stitch is extremely popular in Disneyland Paris. Like, he's really mega popular. So maybe something to do with Stitch. Like, that would be great. Like, maybe put, like, I know we've got Stitch live in the studios, but maybe we should have like a Stitch ride or something. Not Stitch's Great Escape, but I'm thinking something along the lines of that. Frozen Ever After. No, that's not the name of it, is it? It might be. I don't know. The Frozen ride. The Frozen ride would be fantastic at Disneyland Paris. That would be really welcomed. What else could we do with Jungle Cruise? I would give anything for us to have a Jungle Cruise. And I think we should do it the way that they do it in the Asian parks. They have one queue for Mandarin, one queue for English. I think that's the way we should do it, and I would love to have a Jungle Cruise. Seven Dwarfs. I was thinking Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. But where would you put it at Disneyland Paris? That's the question. Like within Fantasyland, the only place I can think of having it is again round near Casey Jr. You know, I'll tell you what I would like to see. I would like to see the old mill. I would like to see its Ferris wheel reinstated. Because I think that would be that wasn't a popular attraction, but I think it would be popular now for some reason. Now that people know what it once was, I think it would garner a lot of like nostalgia. So I think people would want to go on it. I think other things that Disneyland's got the Alice in Wonderland ride, haven't they? So I think that like Disney, like, because Alice is quite popular in Disneyland Paris as well. So I think a Disney Alice ride would be quite good. What else have we has America got? Sorry, I'm just looking at my my little Apple card from Storybook Dining with Snow White in Disney World, and I'm thinking I wish we could have I wish there could be a meet and greet with the Seven Dwarfs, like all of the Seven Dwarfs. That little stage area at the railroad station is maybe a place where they can install another ride. Yes, yeah. There's loads of places where they can install rides. Loads. Another thing I would do is with the Princess Pavilion, I would extend that and have 2 princesses in there, because the queue would go down a lot quicker. Right now, you're queuing for anything up to 2 to 3 hours to meet one princess. I just think if we had 2 princesses in there, it would just, even though you're only going to meet one princess, I think it would just the queue would go down a lot quicker. There is room for more. I tell you what there needs to be, eating options. Some of the lands are very low on eating options. Tomorrowland, you've got Cafe Hyperion. I would love, this might be controversial, but I would love for them to completely close PhilharMagic. Because what is PhilharMagic doing in Discoveryland anyway? I called it Tomorrowland a minute ago. It's Discoveryland. What is PhilharMagic doing in Discoveryland anyway? I would completely close PhilharMagic and have a Star Wars themed restaurant there. I mean, I know they're gonna have like a Galaxy's Edge, and that's where they'll put Star Wars themed stuff. But still, even just a sit down, like a buffet restaurant or a table service restaurant in that area would be absolutely amazing. Maybe they could have it as a character dining location, where you meet Stitch and Angel, anything like that. I just think it would just be perfect to utilize that space as a restaurant, because we are very low on restaurants, on, like, there's no table service in in Fantasyland. Pizzeria at the back of no, I don't think it ever opened. No. I keep calling it Tomorrowland, but of course it's Discoveryland in our park, isn't it? No, I don't think it ever opened. I don't ever recall it being ever opening. But they need to put some form of like table service in there. Also, Main Street, they need to sort out what's going on with their table service restaurant, Waltz. We've got Waltz American Restaurant. It's barely ever open. We need to sort this out. I think we need to have a Tony's down at Town Square. Waltz can stay there as long as it opens, and Victoria's, that's barely ever open as well. Yeah, it's just so easy to say Tomorrowland because in every other Disney park it's Tomorrowland, but you've got to remember at Disneyland Paris it's Discoveryland, which is, yeah, that's another thing. When you watch the timekeeper, have a look at sort of like when it goes to the Jules Verne clip, have a look at all the design, because the entire of Discoveryland was inspired by Jules Verne. And so that, you know, if you look at the Jules Verne in that, then you'll see where the inspiration for Discoveryland came from. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I've hit an hour, and I'm going to try and keep these streams to an hour from now on. Thank you for joining me for this general chit chat. Right, tonight, I believe, Rob, if you are listening, thanks, Rob. Rob, is it 6 p.m. your time you're going live? That's the one. Yeah, in an hour's time, Rob Fuzz is having a special live stream on his channel, where he will be showing a lot of Disneyland Paris attractions. So if you can, go over there, subscribe to Rob Fuzz's channel. He's fantastic. He does the most amazing retro streams, hangouts on Fridays, and just, he's amazing, and he's helped me so much. And yeah, all my videos, yeah, he's showing all my videos on his channel in an hour's time. You're welcome, Rob. But yeah, Rob's given me so much confidence. He's like watching his hangouts and his live streams, and just being a member of his channel and being in his chats has given me the confidence. That's what's given me the confidence to be able to even do my streams. Yeah. So thank you so much for everything, Rob, and I'll see you over there in an hour. If you're still watching this, guys, go subscribe to Rob Fuzz, join him over there in an hour, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining. Bye.